Hello, I'm Lisa, and today we are going to do some watercolour. Cat permitting, because he has the tendency to join in. Right, I got these the other day at Batsford, which is a National Trust place. We love going there. And these I thought were very reasonable. Shimmer watercolour, £10. Large, 12 large handmade watercolour paints, shimmering, pearl colours, high density. I haven't tried them yet. I thought I'd try them with you. Oh, well, they do look good, don't they? They do look yummy. Oh, if I turn it this way, you'll be able to tell you the colours, won't I? Should we try it? Oh, I haven't got a bit of paper to... Tell you what, I've got tissue. Out of shot, out of shot. I'll use a tissue. I know you're supposed to... This is a brand new brush as well. I've got this from Hobbycraft. 6. They all use these, don't they? The 6 Daler. The 6 round. So I thought, I need one of them. You're supposed to spritz. Oh, I've tried spritzing. Oh, I'm no good. I end up with everything soaking wet all over the place. And the pans end up like a muddy, horrible colour because I've mixed it all. Oh, don't say someone's going to do the mow. I've got the window open, the door open. Cat's looking out into the garden. I've just sat out in the garden, had a cup of coffee. It was so hot. Shouldn't complain, should we? In March in Britain. But it was so hot. I thought, not got the brolly out or anything yet, and you feel stupid having a brolly out at March. But that sun goes behind the clouds and you are cold. So we're not there yet. Right. Right. I've also got, which I thought, this was what I got the other day at, I need that there, and I think I need the black. Do you think I need the black? So we'll see it on both. If I move that out the way. Got this the other day at Hobbycraft. Is it their brand? Excuse me, let me just see. Shaw and Marsh. Yes, look, it is their brand, isn't it? Oh, no less wrong for that, I'm sure. Right. Let's do it. Let's start. Where should we start? Here. This is going to be a gold, a yellow gold. Oh, it looks amazing. It feels creamy. I can feel how creamy it is. Right. Let's have a look on the watercolour. Yeah, see, that's what I'm after. Pale. See, I would have gone in so heavy-handed with that. And we'll see what it looks like when it dries a bit. Well, it's shimmery, isn't it? Next one, I'm all excited. Copper. Yeah, you can feel the clagginess of it. You can feel the cream. You can taste. These are going to go a long way if I'm not stupid. See, look, I've been able. You can see how heavy-handed I am there. Look. Oh, I think they're just what I'm after. Oh, I can hear someone's getting their Asda delivery or their Morrison's delivery in the background. I don't do that. I go to the shop. Oh, there's never anything there. Our Asda, there's never anything in here. It's always empty. Loving that. See, on here it just looks, doesn't it? It just looks a nice translucent colour. I don't know why I can't do it with normal paints, but I saw these and I thought, well, they're pale. I cannot possibly over-egg this. If I just do this as it comes out the pans. Are we seeing this all right? Or is it just me that's enjoying it? It's just me. This is sheer indulgence, isn't it? Playing like this. Oh, that was leaf green. Sorry. That was yellow gold, copper, turquoise. Wouldn't really call that turquoise. I'd call that seafoam green. leaf green. Wouldn't really call that leaf. I'd call that meadow. Maybe that was... Oh, so I get really excited with how lush they feel. Really creamy. Oh, that's pewter. Yeah, I see why they call that pewter. And what's this one? Pearl cobalt blue. Cobalt blue I always think is quite a harsh blue, quite a deep blue. But I suppose they've slapped the word pearl on it. Oh yeah, can you see it's a bit richer, isn't it? It's a bit of a, more of a lagoon. I would call that lagoon blue. What's this one? This is the one I'm excited about. Iridescent purple. It looks like that in the pan, doesn't it? Oh, I can see it like a pinky, this colour, and like a dark purple, that. Let's have a look. What's that going to do? That is very pretty, isn't it? Oh, and it don't... Oh, it's probably going to be one of those refracting malarkeys on the black. I love that colour. I can see me using that a lot. This is pearl pink. I would call this in the pan, I'd call this more of a fuchsia colour for me. It's got like a corally tint to it, hasn't it? Oh yeah. Oh, I like that as well. I'm going to say that for everything. Right, just, there's not going to be anything I'll go, oh, I don't like that. Everything I'm going to go, oh yeah, I like that. Because I'm going to, and I'm going to love it all. I haven't really paced this out. I've got 4 more to do and not a lot of room. Oh, this is bronze, but I would call this cappuccino if it was me. If it was, no, moving it. Yeah, I'd call that more of a cappuccino. I would not call that bronze. I'd call that cappuccino. No matter. Or mocha. Antique gold. Really is a lovely feel to these paints. Oh yeah, antique gold. It's spot on. I was like, 10 quid, well, we'll see what they are for a tenner. But no, happy with that. What's this? Black pearl. Oh, yeah, exactly what's it. Doubt you can see it on there, are you? Comes out of grey. Just about got enough. See how consistent I am with the shapes. Where are we here? Silver. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's gorgeous. All right, add a bit of water and see what it does. Very pale, that one, isn't it? No less beautiful than that one. They lift off nice, don't they? Yummy, yummy. I wonder if they mix. That's going to be the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to mix them, aren't I? Can imagine dreamy colours. Yeah, they've got like a really soft shimmer. This is this leaf green that I would call more meadow. I know they've all got to call things different, but I wish someone had say, right, this is what we're going to be calling cobalt blue, and that everybody, this is what we're going to be calling lagoon, and everybody has to do the same. But then that's not how the world is it? Because you'll buy something lagoon thinking it's the same, and it won't be. Yeah, see, I'm going to be able to get the look I want. The look I want is these lovely fairy colours, but what I'm doing is just sort of slabbing it, the colour on full, and I'm not getting the, because what I'm using is so pigmented. I'm onto a loser before I begin. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, and this is the bronze, which I am not going to be calling bronze. This is the mocha. Art, oh, put it in the wrong thing. Artway. These are. Well, I'm very pleased, Mr. Artway people. I'm very pleased with your product. I was happy to pay £10. I probably would have paid 15 or 20. That's quite dark. That's a little lesson, isn't it? But it's going to be, that's a black pearl, so that is going to be dark. And this is the silver. Oh, right. What I think I'll do now. Or should I do it on the black as well? Let that dry over there a minute. Shall I just pull this black down? Oh, you can see on the black, you can see the little shimmery bits. Ooh. Coming down. Right there, Festa. Put some food in your downstairs on the table bowl. There we go. Let's see if we can ward him off. Also giving him a little bit of butters. It's not butter, it's marge. In a spoon. He hasn't eaten his breakfast fully. He had wet for his breakfast. He's not eaten that fully. So I'm not going to give him lunch yet. That, you can hear him biting his crunch. He has to have special crunch because he has a little bit of a digestive problem, bless him. So he has special crunch at great expense. Of course, everything with blooming cats is great expense, isn't it? But it helps. Oh, can you? I do hope this is picking up the shimmer. If not, it's just me enjoying myself, which is valid anyway. Because he's a little brassic. Is it brassicated? I always think that sounds like brassicas. Because he's got a little snub nose, he can't eat as well as normal cats. So he sort of bites it and it flicks everywhere. Poor little thing. I always wanted a snub-nosed cat. And now I've got one, because I didn't buy him. He come free. He was a chuck out. Now I've got one, I'm like, I don't know if that's cruel to breed them with little snub noses, as cute as they are, because he can't eat properly. He eats. He's a fat, really said something. He's a chubby boy, he's a chonker. He's all right. But he sort of bites it and then has to sort of snap it out of the air. Poor little monkey, ain't you? What's Mummy doing? Well, we like them, don't we? We like them. You see that like that? Does that help? Perhaps not. Well, I can't even see where I am. Can you see the shimmer? Or does it just look like wet? But we'll see. They'll dry off. We'll come back to that. Put that there. Try not to put my hand in it. I will, of course. What I also like doing, and if I'm not going to get you Fest, which I find very therapeutic. Is that all right? Is that in there? Yeah. Is I like doing squares. See how dark? Now look, you can see I've gone really dark with that for no other reason other than. See how dark I've gone? What is it that woman said I watched the other night? See, look, this is another thing I'm doing wrong. I'm holding it like a pen. See, I'm holding it like a pen. That's not what you're supposed to do. I have learnt you're supposed to guide it with that and move it like that. See, I thought people were being all balletic and posh. But no, that's what you're supposed to actually do. Oh, it's quite hard. But apparently you get better movement. So that's something I'm learning as well, how to hold it properly. It's all good. It's all good learning. I'm going to put a lot of water in that. Because I'm going to drop another colour in. What is it about paints that makes you go so quiet? There we go. Now see where they bloom and crust? I don't mind that. I like all that because that's all texture. That's me sort of stitching coming out. This is it. When you do multiple crafts, you mix all the... Don't start. He's coming round me like a... like a shark, aren't you? Circling. What are you doing, Mum? Mum, what are you doing? You can come and sit here if you want. There's not really room, my love. But let's put that up there. There's not really room. You have to go round if you want to come on. You have to go round. Oh, I've got a bit too much on. Right, I've got a bit too much on my brush there because I've let it dry out a bit in the pan. Oh, see, look, it's gone bitty. Do you see that? That's something we've learned. If it dries out, it goes a bit bitty. The mica starts clumping. I imagine it's mica in it. So that's something that we've learned. Right. So these have got to be kept wet. That's fine. We know that now. Slightly different to other paints. They're going to be a shimmer. That's fine. That didn't take long. Right, what am I going to pop into that? Oh, look at that colour. Ooh. Pop that in. It's not like outside. Oh, Festa, darling, don't, darling. Come on. That is not a toy. Is it the light? Do you know, the door's open. He's got the whole world to explore. No, Mother. What can I do with Mother? How can I play with Mother when he knows that Mother does not want to play with him? We do play, don't we? So look, going heavy-handed again. Oh, I can't stop myself, can I? Got a problem. Right. See, I like that when it does that and then it all moves and does stuff. But I've got to learn to be more gentle. Which I will, We will learn. Quite like that as it's going matte. It's got like a shimmery sort of, it's not shiny anymore. Oh, I think I might do a landscape quick. Oh, look at that. I like that. See how that's gone. Shall I do a landscape quick just here? She says, getting all like, oh, shall I? So, let me put a bit of yellow in there. I'm going to have a goldeny landscape. See, gone hard again, but we're all right. And then, what did I do? Yeah, I think you've got to mix them before you put the water in. You've got to mix them pretty well. Probably wouldn't hurt if I got them out onto the... I've done that like that to be all neat and tidy. Now I can't get it out. Oh, you can, can't you? Got to be able to get your lid out. It's all going to run. Right, stop. Oh, how can that not come out? How is that not coming out? Right, I'm going to stop. I'll use that. Maybe that's what that's for. Maybe that is a mixing pan. Do you think? It's the cover, but I reckon you could use that as a dauber. Can you see it on there? I can't see. The sun's in the eyes. Well, if you can't see, you can't. Yeah, because that's going to stop waste, isn't it, that way? That will stop waste and it'll make me be lighter. If I get it out of the pan, see, that is my problem as well. I go straight into the pan and dig it out. And that's no good, is it? I'm not going to lose any pigment because it dries. Bit of a green. Ooh. Where's that nice mocha? So I'm going to do that, learning. Take that out, put it in. Mix it round in there. Then roll my brush. Get all the pigment out. I like this brush. Wasn't expensive. I think it's about £4. And then, ooh. Cool, that sun's gone in and that's gone really dark outside. Look what we got going on here, look. Bit of a moody. What could we drop in? pan. There we go. Drop a bit of that in. Bit of burning sunset. What did I use there? That was this, wasn't it? The copper, as they are calling it. Roll a bit of the copper off. Plop. And that will sort of look like the underscore of clouds, maybe. Quite like that copper. Where's it gone? That's something I could do. I could lay that on there and do that. Well, I'll think of that later. We're just playing. We're just playing. Excuse me. Shall I use dark? Shall I go dark? Oh, default, isn't it? Oh, it looks lovely on the brush. Put it on the brush. Ooh. Oh, I can see myself, no matter how gentle I am, I can see myself walloping through this. Doing 1,000,000,001. Got to put a load of water on that. So I'm not. I need a bit more like that. Whoa. That's our jaggedy heels. Supposed to not be. It's all soaking wet in that now. That's not supposed to. Have I got another tissue? Oh, I'm dirty. I haven't blown my nose on it. I'm all right. Right. Because I want to go in and I can't wait. So I've done that. Then I am going to take straight from the pan on this one because I do want this dark. I want dark heels. But I will roll it. So there we go. Ooh, crags. Oh, you wouldn't want to live there, would you? Very craggy. Never get to the shops over them, would you? You want it a bit darker that side like that. Now I'm all whispery because I've gone off into my own. What's it? Right, don't fuss tonight. Ooh, like that. Oh, people, honestly, you're going to look at this and you go, why does she even bother? Well, I'll tell you why, because I enjoy it. Gives me pleasure, even if I can't show it to anyone at the end because I'm embarrassed, because I know it's not good. Don't matter. I've enjoyed myself immensely. I've played with colours, which I love doing. See, I don't really know what I'm doing. Other channels will tell you. I'm just playing silly what it says. Antique gold. Let's have an antique gold sun. Let's put that there. Roll it. So I'm going to have to sort of have that quite dark, aren't I? Got to allow me to have that dark. Because I'm going to have like a... What's she doing? Oh, I don't know. I bet you're all saying, stop. You're ruining it. Yeah, I know. But it's just a bit of paper, isn't it? It's cost me what? 10, 20p in paper, perhaps more. Does it matter? Not the way you do it. Not the way you do it. But I'm quite liking it. I wish I could get that. See, look, I like that effect. How did I do that? Can anyone remember? Let me try and do that in a sky. I went yellow, didn't I? I went yellow sky. Do you like that? Then what did I do? then I reckon it was that. Oh, these do dry out quick. So I'll put a bit of water on that. What was that? What did we say? Copper. Sort of see it a bit coppery actually. Yeah, that mica clumps. To the copper. Let me sort of pop it in like that, like a cloud. I don't know whether they layer so much as push one colour out from the other. Like it though. And then I'll bring a bit more of that down here. And then what was it? That looks like lagoon blue. Do you think it was? Should we try? Oh, I've gone. I call that lagoon, don't I? That's the cobalt. I'm going to call it lagoon. They're wrong, I'm right. Do you reckon it was? Should we see? Yes, it was. Oh, I like that combination because it goes a bit greeny. You know, like they do storm clouds go a bit greeny. And I might drop a little bit more of that in. Quite like that. Yeah, that might be my new default sky. So how are we doing over here? Things are drying off a little bit. I like it when they do all this business and they move it all about. When I try and do that, it just dribbles down onto my lap. Lots to learn. I do like this. I like that. I don't know whether you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to turn your nose up at that, but I like that. This is this lagoon again. I like that blue. Right, so these are going to act differently to my other paints. My other plates, I get a lot of that happening, rightly or wrongly, which I really like. Roll the brush. Oh, I'm getting a bit confused as to what I'm doing. It's because I'm getting excited. Put a little bit more on that. See, I would drop other colours in and they would react with each other. These don't quite as much as my other ones do. So maybe these might be a sort of finishing wash on things. Because I would drop, say that one, which is the iridescent purple, drop the iridescent purple and see that just goes no thank you. A little bit like that indigo does that. It sort of goes blotchy. It sort of stays where it is, doesn't it? It don't really move as much. Put a bit more water on. Oh, you see the shimmer on that. Different. Different and good. Different can be good. I'm just doing squares. I'm just really playing with the colour here just to see what it does. I'm beginning to like that now. I might put a little blob of that in. Might be one of these you do them and you leave them and see what it does. And you either like it or you don't. Oh, there he is. He's on the chair. I didn't hear from Festa for a bit. Shall I be dramatic? Always. Yeah, look, see? Bitty. The mica sits on top. Not learning my lesson, am I, to mix it first? Refusing to learn. Got to mix it first. I've done the mocha for a bit. So mix it in the pan, pop it up here and mix it more with water. That's the way we go with these. I would say this is a win. I really like these. See, that's what I like, when it goes all crusty like it's salt round the... That's what I like. It doesn't look like these are going to do that as much as my other paints that I have. Or whether I can't abuse these as much as I do my other paints. See, look, I'm still not learning. I'm not mixing it. I just went straight from the pan then. Don't I tell myself off a lot, don't I? That's because I'm verbalising it. I would normally just do that internally. Normally I'll just be going, shouldn't have done that, shouldn't have done that. Look what you've done, shouldn't have done that. Should encourage myself more. Myself would be better for it. Well, I like these. Keep saying it, don't I? I like these. And then mix it up here. And then go in. I like that antique gold. I think I could play with that quite a bit. Yeah. How are these doing? Take a long time to dry. I suppose that's the pigment in it, isn't it? The mica might be a bit thicker because it's got the mica in it. What have I got here? Might have a go with this elephant. I'm going to put that to one side to dry. And then we'll look at it at the end. Is that in shot? It'd be nice if it was. Can't really tell. Right. So, what should we do? Where should we start? Green. Let's start with green. That's safe. There is me green up there. So, green. Do it up here. See, I'm getting all nervous. She says not to put too much. This is a Johanna Batsford, obviously, because I love her stuff. Say, obviously, you might not have watched me colouring in one, or I might have put this on first. I don't know. I'm sitting here today. Husband is in Wales. Hooray! At work. So he's overnight. He's staying overnight. So I can do a bit of filming without him coming in and going, where are the tea bags? Not that he ever makes his own cup of tea. Where are the tea bags? Do you know the milk? So I just pause it in my... Oh, I don't know how to pause it and carry on, do I? So with him out the picture, mix it, take it, mix it with the water. So with him out of the picture, I can play, knowing I won't be disturbed. I'm about to do this. I've done too much again and it gone heavy-handed again. Even though I went from the pan, I still decided to get a load of pigment on it. But I don't think it matters too much on this sort of thing because you want a bit of pigment, don't you? You want a bit. That's the only thing. It's going to go over the lines. It might look a bit not perfect. But as we have discovered, not perfect is my default setting. Here we are playing with colour. I do like the consistency of these. They're really creamy. Well done, people who have made these. I salute you. See, look, I've got plenty down, so I will move it. I will move it about to other places while it's still wet. And that will stop me being so heavy-handed, won't it? I'm just going to colour them in whole because I might put other colours on top later. So I'm just going to colour them in whole at the minute. Not going to be too fancy once they've dried. Cool, yeah, look at that. Don't know if you can see that. That is a very solid shimmer on that. Pleased with that. So get a bit out. We're shown we don't need much, so why are you putting so much on? Don't know. Yeah, I might just do it like this and then come back in. I might layer another colour over and see what that looks like. Because they're more or less dry already there, look. Put that in. This is what I tend to do when I'm seeing it. Whether I should do it like this, I don't know. This is what I tend to do when I'm doing my pro markers. I'll choose a colour and I'll go right the way over, picking that colour out, right the way over. And that's sort of that colour done. That has dried really well. Right, this must be on the watercolour paper. It wasn't drying that fast, was it? But this isn't watercolour paper, so it's really in up the water. We'll see if it's very, very buckled at the end. Doesn't look like it's going to be. I do think I have to do a few more effects on my watercolour. I'm a little bit safe at the minute. I'll just colour something in very, very plainly. Now, see, look, I've tried to do it. It's not going to work, is it? Just blot it over. I might just do all that like that. Don't worry too much. If I'm worrying that I'm going over the lines, why, I have no idea. Don't worry about it. Let's get him in. Yeah, I picked these up at National Trust Place, these paints. Love the gift shop in all National Trust places. Are just adorable, aren't they? But this had a lovely little display of artistic objet. A bit of some pencils, some crayons, some pastels, charcoals. I bought a rubber there as well. £1.49. I bought rubber because with that Johanna Batsford, learn how to draw. She says to get a good rubber because you go over, you do it in pencil and then you come back in pen and rub out the pencil lines. So if that's the trick, it's a bit stupid me trying to do it any other way, isn't it? And that is my problem. I've been drawing, but I'll go straight in with ink, hard, straight like it don't work. And then I get upset that I've ruined it. And I go, oh, I don't want to do it because I can't do it. Well, I perhaps can if I just follow a couple of guidelines. So she's going to help me. Says she don't know, does she, bless her? I'm going to do the Learn to Draw. Is it Learn to Draw Inky Worlds? I think. Well, I will. Worst that can come out of it is I've learned how to do a leaf properly. To draw a leaf. If I get it past drawing a leaf, I will call that a win. Do you see I'm getting a little bit gentler, aren't I? I've started off really harsh and I've gotten a little bit gentler with my colour. I haven't gone back into that pan for a while. This is a bit fiddle-faddle. But never mind, we don't mind fiddle-faddle, do we? That's why we're crafters. We like a bit of fiddle-faddle. I do love Batsford as well. If you're in the area, do go. The house is nice inside. Don't get to see much. You get to see the Whistler room. Rex Whistler, the British Whistler bloke, not the American Whistler bloke. I was told that. He's done the drawing room. Oh, it's just breathtaking to see. To imagine that something like that exists in the world is just marvellous. But we go because we like the gardens. They have the rose gardens. End of May, June, July. Not that you can park. The place is chocker in rose season. It is, you can't get in. And I think you have to book. You were having to at one point book your space in the car park. Because it's just manic. But the roses, oh, they're the old heritage variety roses. So they only bloom once. But they are magnificent. And they are roses you're just not going to see anywhere else because nobody's going to bother, are they? We had some lovely roses. A friend of ours, he bought a house. I believe the man he bought it from was a gardener at Exbury. That's by us, just down the way. We've got a little house. And they had loads of roses in their rose beds, and I think he said in the 1980s they pulled them all out and put others in because they weren't as productive. So they're old roses at 1980. They were old roses. This is the story anyway. The story we were given. So he had them from the 1980s in his back garden because they would chuck him in a skip. No, he said, I'll have them home. And yeah, he got years more pleasure. Well, that friend bought the house and inherited the roses, and he hated them. And he didn't do anything with them for about 10 years. These poor roses. He was going to throw them in a skip. Anyway, he told my husband, I've got to throw them in a skip. You can't throw roses. I'm just going over that leg. It's annoying me. You can't throw roses away. We'll come and get him and dig them out. These roses were in. They were in solid. But he dug and he got them out. And he brought them round to me on a pouring wet day. Here, Lise, I've been to my mate's house and dug all the roses out. Do you want them, Lise? Look, I mean, there were hundreds. 30. Which is a lot of roses. You've seen the size of my garden. If you've seen should we swap? We'll go on to, where are we here? What did we say? Turquoise. We'll go on to the turquoise now. I have a tiny, tiny garden. And I did not have room for these roses. But I got them. They had been awfully neglected for years. They were in a right old state. They were all woody. Hadn't been pruned for years. So I cut them all hard back. And I thought, right, you're either going to live or you're not. Well, we had them for about 15 years after that. They started dwindling. After about 10 years, they went off their game. Started to dwindle, and one by one I was pulling them out. I've still got a red one that sometimes will throw a flower up. And I did have a peace rose from them that was magnificent. But again, you'd get 2 or 3 roses, and that was it. And in a tiny garden that I've got, every plant really needs to do spring, summer, autumn. You know, or at least has to do something for 3 of the seasons. Otherwise, you're left with a hole in the garden on the off season. So it was with a heavy heart, it was with reluctance that I had to start pulling them out. But they must have been about 50 years old by the time I got them. So I can't be too sad, can I? What was I saying? What is fun? It's about train of thought. So we've got another new rose. We need a couple of new roses now. We've moved the garden around. And I've got a new rose called Hanky Panky. How could you not love it? Oh, I'm doing a little bit of merging in here, not knowing. Look, I'll pick a bit of that up, and do that with it. Ooh. Yeah, called Hanky Panky. How amazing. It's got, from the look of it, red and white blooms. I did have a beautiful rose called Crazy For You. But again, that was years old. And that started to dwindle and dwindle and dwindle. Cut it hard back, but I dug it up a couple of days ago because it wasn't good last year. I dug it up and you can see, I think I'm going to change colour there. I think I'm going to go with the bronze, which I am calling mocha. Not cappuccino. It's a mocha waka frappo thing, isn't it? I pulled it up because it weren't doing anything. And it had a massive hard tuberous root on it. And then at the top was 2 little twiglets coming off it with roots. And I thought, oh, bless you, aren't you trying? So I don't know if that's a crazy for you or it might be the sport of something it was grafted onto. But whatever it is, was trying hard to be alive. And I always give a plant a go. If it's going, if it's doing the effort, I'll give it I'll put my effort in. So I've planted them up elsewhere, along with a Arthur rose, I think it's called, yellow. Haven't got any yellow roses other than this one, but it's quite tall, and it has a really sort of buttery yellow, almost like egg yolky buttery yellow, very highly scented rose. Absolutely lovely. It's not got as much. Put a bit more in. Really lovely. But it's in the wrong place. I can't get to it to sniff it. And it got quite swamped last year. It was a new bed because we've had the extension, so this bed was new. And it got really quite swamped because I hadn't put the plants in properly. I just sort of put them in, you know, first year. Does that work there? Does this work there? A bit like that. I hadn't actually bedded them in. So the poor rose, bless it, got a bit swamped. Also, I bought a lupin from my favourite garden centre, Otter Nurseries, down in Lymington. It was magnificent. It had, what was it, nearly 20 terracotta spikes on it. I've never seen nothing like it. It was incredible. Then all of a sudden, it died the death. As things do in my garden, because it's very salty because of the marsh out the back. Oh, look, there is absolutely no trace of it at all. It has gone. But we've certainly got our money's worth out of it, so we're not complaining. We've got a pink lupin. Bought for about a couple of quid from B&Q. That seems to have come through. And the purple lupins that I took a little tuberish lump off of when my daughter moved into her new house. It was in the garden. She went, hey, what's that? We dig it out. I said, that's a lupin. Well, I don't know if I like it. So I grabbed a bit and took it home. I thought, I don't want that disappearing. And he really likes this garden. And I've already divided it once. It's huge. I love that. You'll see that. How are we doing? Are we liking this? I'm enjoying the process. I am enjoying the process. How long is this going to be? I can't see how long. Oh, 48. Can't go over because it causes problems and complications, doesn't it? Oh, I've mixed 2 colours together. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Go for another 10 minutes on this. Put a little bit of colour in, shall we? Blob, blob. Oh, it's running. That's because I've not waited, have I? But I think this is what this one's going to be, like a mergey sort of. It's not going to be proper done. This is going to be a merge water-based one. Oh, I like it anyway. It's not the best paper we're doing it on. But I think it's coping very well, seeing that it's not the best paper. Not for watercolour. This is supposed to be for pencil and pen, isn't it? So I'm quite pleased that it's doing what it's doing. I might put a bit of, I'll go over that with a green, but I'll put a purpley base on and then go over with the green and it'll show different, won't it? I'll go over that. So yeah, we got this rose, hanky panky. I just love the name. Here's a lovely rose. So I've got the Arthur rose and the Crazy for You. The Arthur rose, again, was a tiny little shoot on it, so it was not happy where it was. I did salvias in the border, just got a little bit overexcited with themselves and grew a bit too big. It all got a bit tangled in there. Tiny border, but it still managed to get tangled and out of control. Let's put a bit on that. Put a bit of colour down there. Doesn't matter, does it? I say that all the time, don't matter. What I might do is do this, and then the detail I might pick out in pen. I wonder if pen will go over it. Oh, that's an idea. I could do it in black pen, couldn't I, over it? I could. Who's here to stop me? Nobody. Ha! Certainly not my husband. Nowhere near. Let's have a bit of that. It's gold, which I quite... Was it this one? No. It was the antique gold, wasn't it? I might do the background antique gold. Ooh. Yeah, these are not acting like paints, are they? This is playing paint. No matter. What was I saying? Yeah, Mighty Swan, please go if you can. It's got a lovely, the upstairs cafe in the stables. Stables like a garage. Wasn't really it was a stables once, but it was more a garage for the cars. That's doing it a disservice. It's beautiful. Like a cobbled on the floor. You can nearly trip up when you've got a tray of stuff. You've got to watch where you're going. You see people walking on with their tray. Trip. That's not proper open yet. I think it is at the weekends, but we tend to go in the week. So it is a little bit limited in the courtyard. We like to sit in the courtyard and watch the birds and what have you. But we went downstairs. Well, it would have been the kitchens. Right, it's going to sound like we don't care about this place. We love this place, but we call it the dungeon downstairs because it is very cold. I was froze solid. There is no heating. If there has ever been heating, I've never been there on a day where there has been heating. It was so cold. I was sat there in my coat, and my scarf, and my cup of coffee was cold before it went to my lips, but it don't matter. I don't care. I love the place. It's beautiful in Christmas. They really decorate it beautifully down there, and it feels warm. Perhaps they put heating, or it's just the amount of bodies. There's only me, a couple of other people in this huge room. Everyone else had filled up the first. Not a lot of people know to walk straight through. They sort of think that that's it. It's not signed very well. You can't look through to it. You've got to wiggle round, and not a lot. I mean, if you would get in there, if you didn't know the place, you wouldn't have thought you was allowed to sit and eat in there, because it's like the converted kitchens. It is a weird old place, and it's sunken slightly. But the food is lovely. I'm gluten-free, and they did do a gluten-free sandwich in there, which is extremely passable. And they used to do, and I was very annoyed with this, and I said, oh, National Trust, and the lady did laugh. They used to do a brownie, which I could eat perfectly well. They've changed the recipe. And now it most certainly isn't gluten-free, but they had what did they call it? It was like a cherry bakewell, but not. It was like a cherry bakewell pie, but very, very light. It was almond and cherry, but very light cherry bakewell taste. Oh, it was lovely. So that's all right. That's all you can ask for. That's all I want. A sandwich and a bit of cake. Not much to ask for. And they provided it very, very well. So it's a lovely day. They have a They also have a winter garden, which is so worth looking at because they've got all the little daffodils and the little bits and bobs. They always seem to be changing it around. But the cyclamens are beautiful in there, and the bird song at Batsford is just divine because you've got the lovely stream where you walk down, and oh, National Trust places are beautiful. They all do it well, don't they? I like it when people do things well. I don't mind them having my money when they put their effort in their side. And they do. We've got a membership, as you would have to, otherwise it would cost a lot of money because they are a fortune to visit. If you just pop in, I think you need a membership because we'll just pop to Batsford for lunch. Oh, how bohemian. Pop to Batsford for lunch. Who do we think we are? But you can, can't you, because you've paid your membership. Oh, look, I missed a bit there. You've paid your membership, so it's not costing you nothing. Right, people, I think I'm going to have to wrap up here because I am going to get very overly excited, and this will run into around 17 hours, and it will be dark, and the cat wouldn't have been fed, and I'm still whittering on about hanky-panky roses. Can't really be stopped, can I? Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on doing this, and I will show you the end result the next time we see each other for watercolour Wednesday, I'd say, but it's probably not going to be every Wednesday, is it? It's probably going to be when I can manage it, when my husband's not here, when I can do filming. There we go. Look, we've decided we're colouring this. What's the time? What's it on there? 57. Right. Look, people, goodbye. I will catch you again. Hope you enjoyed this. If so, pop back, see what else I'm doing. Okay then. Bye-bye. Bye.